Hello, replay viewers. Hello, live viewers. How's everybody doing? Good evening, everybody. Today is day 5. For those of you coming in and trickling into the room, CIS happens. I guess it does. For those of you trickling into the room, my name is Ryan Roy. I am teaching at OBS Miss Classic. Thank you so much for joining. I'm teaching OBS for Periscope producer Roman Gonzalez. Thank you, Lulu Rose Shannon Shop. Thank you so much for joining. What's up? I believe you got in a little bit earlier on my presidential scope, so I appreciate you getting here. If you guys want to have people looking at professional looking Periscope scopes, feel free to invite this out with your followers. I am on a 5-day series. Today is Wednesday, so today is day 3. Feel free to do that. Thank you so much, Roman Gonzalez, for inviting it out with your followers. We're going to be talking about tonight how to insert some scrolling text into your broadcast. How many of you would be interested in that? Because a lot of people, and you'll see my earlier broadcast that we could do this. I didn't want to get too much to the advanced stuff yet because I know some of you just need to know the basics. Baby Bobby, thank you so much for joining. And that's what we're doing here tonight. So it's going to be a fairly quick scope of learning how to do this. How many of you are familiar with Canva? I'm going to give you a quick recap of day 1 and day 2, what I got covered. I'm actually going to put you in a tripod, put you up on my flat screen over here, and we're going to talk about it. Is that okay? Put a 1 in the box if that's okay with you. I appreciate each and every single one of you inviting out with your followers, coming into the room. Thank you so much, Gloglos, thank you. And let me know where you guys are all from. And thank you, Miss Classic. Thank you, Kiss Happens. I want to know where everybody's from just so I get an idea of where you're from. And as you guys are responding to that, Ohio in the house. Fantastic. As you guys are doing that, I'm going to move you over and put you up on the screen. Hotlanta, not too far from you. I'm right here in Smyrna, 20 minutes outside of Hotlanta. So you got to love when your tripod won't allow you to do this. So we're going to flip this around in just 1 second. Put you in there. I'm going to put you up on the screen. Scroll in a little bit. Then I'll readjust you here. And I'm going to let you know. I'm going to know what your comments are. I still have access to read, so I'll answer any questions as we go. Make sure that's straight. Let's do this. I'm from Lake Charles. Awesome. So here's the screen. I'm going to do a quick recap. We're going to blow that up a little bit closer for you. Day 3 is today. We're going to do a recap. So let's do the promises, right? Promises today, day 3. Computer's running slow because I have so many things running, but we'll get you. Day 3 of 5. Recap day 1, recap day 2. And how to add scrolling text today in OBS. What's up, Matthew Partain? Doing a little bit of OBS training here, my friend, and we'll let you check that out in a little bit. Matt, you and I need to connect, my friend. I got a couple questions about some sales training. May have a client for some of that, so I may need some of your expertise. So day 1, we went over Canva. How many of you are from OBS? Is Open Broadcaster software, and I may do a quick demonstration. If you look at some of my earlier scopes, you'll see on people's professional looking scopes, they're using a software called OBS. It is a free software. This software allows you to have a professional broadcast inside of your Periscope broadcast. No problem. We'll get to it, Matt. Hello, Roman Gonzalez and Lorena. Thank you so much for coming in. And guys, please invite this out because you guys are seeing some professional looking broadcasts and you're wondering how the heck do they do that? We're using this software called Open Broadcaster. So if you're not familiar with Canva, we got everybody. We are using canva.com, which is a free tool. You are so welcome, Free to Laugh Now. No problem whatsoever, and I'll let you guys know towards the end. All my lessons for the entire week are right there on that offer right there. So all lessons at bit.ly/5OBS Live, and you could get the other couple. So day 1, we talked about Canva. Canva.com allows you to create things just like you would in other paid software platforms. Very simple to use, very easy to use, and I went over that in day 1. We talked about sizing it for Periscope, and we also talked about matching these colors. It's really hard. These are official Periscope colors, and we use a color palette you can use at brandcolors.com. Then we talked about placing an image within this. So this open broadcaster image, I showed people how to put it into this image, and then also placing all of this text in the image. Yesterday, last night on election night, when it was a little bit crazy, hello Lorena, when it was a little bit crazy and we had low numbers in the broadcast, we talked about recap of day 1, which I just recapped. We talked about adding an image into the OBS software, which I'm going to show you here in just a second. The difference between a scene and a source and how to interchange those things. And because of the difference, which is very crucial, it was important to a lot of people. Now, tonight, you're going to see people, you guys see how on Fox News, CNN, ESPN, I believe, is one of the first people to do this. They had scrolling text. Miss Classic, thanks for inviting somebody. They have scrolling text in their broadcast, right? And we're going to talk about that tonight. When they have scrolling text in their broadcast, wouldn't it be nice if you had some scrolling text so you didn't have to remind people to go to bit.ly/OBS Live? It could just scroll and people could capture that when they need. Put a 5 in the box if you guys think that could be valuable in your broadcasts here on Periscope. There you go. Put a 1 in the box if you think that would be value, or 5. Sorry, I said a 5. I always forget the numbers I say. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm going to teach you that tonight if you guys are ready. So if you're ready for that lesson and you haven't invited followers out, feel free to do that right now, because everyone who is taking broadcasting seriously should be getting this information. And I took down the previous broadcasts from Periscope. If you want access to those for free, all lessons are at bit.ly/OBS Live. Now let's get to tonight's content. Boom. So I'm going to bring that down. I'm going to bring the OBS software over into this screen for everybody. And right now, my camera is on me. So hello, everybody, once again. I'm looking at you guys through my camera here so I can get the comments. But I'm going to show you guys how we can do this. So I'm working over in 2 screens to help you out. Let me make sure that this entire screen is in this screen, centered, and you guys have full access to all of the tools. I may not be paying too much attention to this for the time being. I'm going to let you know what's going on. So scrolling text. See how I have some scrolling text there at the bottom of that image? I'm going to teach you guys right now how you can put this into the OBS software. Again, Open Broadcaster software is what we're using. But I'm going to show you right now. Forgive me for a second. I have the volume on my phone on mute and I can't see everything that's coming through. So I had to adjust this ever so slightly. Perfect. Much better. So, let's do it. What you want to do if you want to add scrolling text just like you do. Last night was scenes and sources. Your source is for what's going on right here. So what we want to do, because I'm looking at a different screen, that's why you see my image over there. We want to go to add. You can add many things. You could add an image. You could add audio. You could add display of what's on the screen. You could add a lot of things, another media source. But tonight we're going to add text. And right here you add text. Now, I'm going to ask you guys to participate. I'm going to put for lesson 3 of 5, because we need to name what we're going to put. And we're going to press OK. So we got to name the text so we know what's going to go, just in case we use it for other scenes. We're going to press OK. A window comes up, and it just happened to come up in my other screen, so we're going to bring that over here in just a second. We'll bring that over for you here. A screen comes up like this. It happened to come up on my other screen. And I'm going to turn this scrolling text off here, which is a little bonus you guys aren't supposed to know yet. Oh, turn that off. And then we're going to pull that back up. Sorry, guys, messing with the screens a little bit. I'm going to bring this back in. Notice it asks you what font you want. You could select the font. We're just going to leave in Helvetica, but because it comes up in another screen again. What text I'm going to ask you guys as a whole, give me 1 second, as a team, what would you like to see come streaming? The first person who gives me a quote or something, we're going to have it stream across the screen. Scroll, scroll, scroll your text gently down the screen. Love it. So we're going to put that. Scroll, scroll, scroll your text gently across the screen. Boom. It's as simple as that. Now, you press OK. There's another window that you need to do now. That's not all of it. See, we got to go to this window, and we're going to double click, and we have to go to, this is something that is very, very integral in this process. We got to click on filters here. When we click on filters, again, it's coming up in the other screen, so I apologize. I'll bring it over so you guys can see what comes up. It says affect filters. Oh, you can't see it. It says affect filters. When you grab that and bring up the other screen, you're going to add, and it's going to ask for scroll. When you scroll, you're going to say OK. See this window came up? Press OK. And it's going to now ask you, do you want to scroll this up and down? You see that how that scrolls up and down? Most people don't want to scroll up and down. I personally don't want to scroll up and down to get this number back to 0 so that it's perfect. We'll go there. Or do we want to go super fast or slow? Most of us want it to go slowly so people can read the screen. I'm going to actually, we can make it go really fast, or we can make it go really slow. We're going to do the basic version of this, and we're going to go very slow or fairly slow. Let's just go slow like that. How's that? Guys, put a 1 in the box if that's a nice scroller. We want to go a little bit faster. If you want to go a little faster, I'll go a little faster. But I think that's reasonable on a longer broadcast to do that. Excellent. So we press close or OK, and you can see now this is here. As you can see, it came up in the screen. You can't see, so I'm going to adjust this for you. Whenever you add something, it comes up in the screen. We have all the properties and we could change it, but because I'm wearing a darker shirt tonight, we're going to put that text right there, and we're going to leave it. And now, this is exactly what is going to scroll across the screen when I broadcast, if I were broadcasting this on a broadcast through Open Broadcaster. Does that make sense? If you needed to adjust, you can go in, you can make it a little bit wider so people can see it, and make this larger. And that is how you add it. The key part was when you're here, you need to make sure you go to filters, make it a scroll filter, close that, and then you could adjust the speed. If you wanted to adjust the speed here, we'll make it go a little bit faster, and we'll close it like that, and it could go a little bit faster. And that's your lesson for tonight. This is like watching the news. It's absolutely like watching the news, and I could literally go live right now with a lot of other things. So I'll show you how I could also add other things. So if you notice, this could be my broadcast. Tomorrow we'll talk about this more, so if you want to come back tomorrow, you want to do this and see it come back tomorrow. I actually want to turn that off because I don't want the scrolling over the bit.ly link. So the scrolling comes off. You guys can see the bit.ly link to get the other lessons. It syncs with your phone. So great question, Roman. Is it okay, guys? I gave you the lesson. Does anybody have any questions? I'm going to come back to my face and bring the camera back to me so that I could answer any of your questions. It does sync with your phone. You're choosing these or scheduling them during your broadcast. Are you choosing these or scheduling them during your broadcast? I don't think I understand the question. Let me know. I created these in Canva. So right now I can build this. So I'm going to give you an example. The effects. I would be using them. I build this in OBS, and when I want to build this particular show, which will happen on Friday, what would happen is I'm actually going to show you guys an example. The sizing of this needs to be shifted because I made a mistake earlier. You build these in Canva. I'm building a show right now. And this show, let's say 5 days, these are all the sources. So when I want to go live with the show, I have access to transition all of these different. So I'll show you. That's day 1 of 5. This is what would show up. Then I would do day 3, and I could click that. That's going to show up in my broadcast. Now tomorrow would be day 4. I want to end with an offer, and here's an offer, guys, to do everything I'm doing here. I'm going to give you 5 simple lessons, but if you go to that bit.ly link right now that you see on the screen, and I'll scroll this, Matt Damon, yeah. If you go over to that bit.ly link, which is bit.ly/47 jigsaw, and type in the coupon code jigsaw, you can get the whole course, 25 lessons, very simply designed so you can learn all this in a few hours for $47. So you select each transition while you're broadcasting live. Exactly. So I would take this, and again, it's sized a little bit different because I changed a couple elements before I got on, and I didn't have time to change it back. This would be the scene that's in. While this scene is going, I could come back here and build the next scene. So this is what's live over here, and now I'm getting this prepped. And when I say, guys, there's professional grade broadcast, there's 5 lessons on OBS and Periscope in 5 days. Today's day lesson. Every night I'm on at 10 p.m. And I can literally transition that over. Do you load OBS on both devices or just on your desktop? It's just on your desktop. OBS, so my camera on my desktop. Right now, you guys are getting a look at my desktop here. And my camera from my desktop. So if I go here, so I'm going to turn off all these other ones because the desktop cam is the number 1. I'll give you an example. I'm going to turn these off, all these transitions. This camera that you're seeing me in here is my desktop or my laptop camera. So everything I'd be broadcasting from on OBS is from my desktop. Desktop does not have to have a camera. You can buy an external camera that is either wireless or plugs into a USB cable. Okay? Or it could be some type of external as long as it can be read by the OBS software. Keep dreaming. Thanks for inviting your followers. I appreciate you coming in. So I'm going to answer any questions for you guys because you guys are having... Lost you there for a second. So I'm back. Any other questions? You guys have great questions tonight. Thanks for the interaction. I really appreciate it. So you can go to Keep Dreaming Girl. I'm sick right now. Don't be sick. Any other questions on the OBS software, guys? Where do you get the application? Excellent question, Roman Gonzalez. So you can Google OBS software, and I forget the exact. I got to put that up in one of the bios to go and get it, or on one of these. OBS softwares. Do we have to have a separate mic? No. So here's the interesting thing about the OBS software. And again, amazing questions. Thank you so much for asking it. When you have the OBS software on your desktop, like I just showed you guys here. So I'm going to flip that. The OBS Studio. Okay? If you guys want to screenshot that so you can look it up, I'm on a Mac. The OBS Studio, you can go and Google OBS software. There's only one website, and it's like openbroadcastersoftware.org or .net or something like that. When you download it, it's for free. Yes, you could come help me with all this at my computer. You could buy the program, and the producer functions would only for Macs. I have the producer capability. So okay, it's the software. OBS is for everything. Those Android users, in my course that you could go to bit.ly/47 jigsaw, that we have a workaround for Android users. So you could actually do this because you're using the Open Broadcaster in your, I'm going to answer the first question. You could use the Open Broadcaster software, which projects everything up to your phone. I want to make sure that's clear. You use the software to create the scene, and it streams through your phone from the software. It's not that difficult. It's more complicated than it sounds, guys. It's less complicated than it sounds. So there's a workaround in the course. In the course right now, I'm not even joking. Probably before December starts, I'm going to run it up to $197. Right now it's $97. It sounds difficult, but it's not. I literally learned this in like 3 days, and I am so not technical. I am so not technical. I'm not tech savvy, Lorena. I can tell you right now, I was so scared of this, and a friend of mine built the program, and I learned it in like 3 days. The stuff I'm teaching you, I learned like 72 hours ago. The course makes it so simple. I learned from the course that I'm selling. I said, this is what the need is out there. We need super simple. And he's like, he created it and he goes, is this what you want? And he asked me, what do you need? And everything I asked of him, he created a lesson. There's 25 lessons. So there's a link in my bio to go get it if anybody wants to get it. And I'm telling you, he and I are putting the price up to $197 probably by December. Sorry, just not sure. My Mac Mini has no camera. Is that okay? If your Mac Mini does not have a camera, you're going to need a camera to broadcast, obviously. So whatever camera you use to broadcast is what you're going to need to use. Okay, so you may have to go and get an external camera that you could plug into one of the USB ports in your Mac Mini to make that work. No Mac necessary. No Mac necessary because OBS can run on either platform. And again, for Android users, there is a workaround that we created in the course. It won't be streaming up to your phone, but we have a workaround. And not too many people know about it. But the guy who designed the program is an Android user. I missed the first thing. Davis, 1 second. Will the iPhone work with its camera? No, because you're using OBS and you're using the camera somewhere else. Somebody asked about a microphone. I actually used the microphone. The audio is coming from my microphone here on my phone. But you could do a workaround on that. I did the other link, not the jigsaw. The other link will give you access to the five broadcasts that I'm doing this week. And when you get in there, you'll have access to this replay tomorrow. And, sorry guys, I'm looking at the previous comments. And you will have the opportunity to purchase the program because you'll see all of the modules. You just won't have access until you pay for them, if that makes sense. Okay? You've been very helpful. Thank you so much. You are very welcome yourself. If you guys are not following me, feel free to click on the Periscope. So you'll be streaming from a webcam, no longer your phone. Absolutely. That is the answer. You're welcome, Davis Official. Any other questions, guys? Doing things, doing big things, Ryan. Listen, when there's a need, and I'm just gonna, for any of you who are business people or want to do things, when there's a need, if you can go and meet that need, you will have some success in that area. I'm just here. Just from the webcam. Here's the thing, Nachi. This all comes from, the OBS software is not in your, create all this stuff is on your desktop. So all of this stuff is on your desktop. So in order to run these shows, you need the software, and the software is from your desktop. So you're going to need, see my green light is me here, because that's my webcam in my computer. So you can't do a live stream broadcast professionally just by point and click because you need all this software in the background. Free to laugh now. Welcome back. Does that make sense, everybody? I just wanted to make that clear for everybody because in order to make all the transitions and everything happen in a broadcast, you need to do it. So as far as, and Lorena, I, again, not technical. I'm not the technical guy. I'm so not the tech guy. I was scared poopless, but I wanted to learn this, and luckily I have some amazing people in my corner and some friends and people who understand this. Your net worth is your network, and my network happens to be very smart people. I surround myself with smart people so that I look smart on the other end, right? Because I am so not that technical. So I'm going to do this. Last question. Will my older iMac desktop suffice? I believe so. I believe so. I have the software, just my phone camera better than the computer. I understand. But you may be surprised. It will work. Everything on a camera is about lighting. So if you have good lighting, so I'll show you that really quick. My bulbs is missing, but this is what's in front of me because the... Thanks, Roman Gonzalez. And tonight's lighting, honestly, is better than I normally have because a fuse blew in my other ones. You guys are... It's lighting. I have two other lights there that the fuse is blue and I have to go get them. That's why I'm kind of sad my phone camera is better than my laptop. It all depends on lighting. Again, so if you have good lighting in front of you, you're good to go. You're good to go. So invest in a fairly inexpensive lamp. And as I showed you that, I got this for 10 bucks, guys. And when I have poor lighting in other sources sometimes, and it's an easy USB, oh, it's not even plugged in. Here, watch this. I'll plug it in real quick. I unplugged it. All that noise. I got this at, what's the name of that store? IKEA. My wife and I were at IKEA one day, and I said, ooh, I could use that in the dining room sometimes when the lighting's off. USB light. This is a USB light. And let me, but I use another plug for it. Boom. And the lighting on it, look at that. So if I put that right here, right above my phone, did the lighting get better in the room? Did the lighting get better in the room? And a whole tutorial on lighting, just so you know. Nice, looks good. Thanks. Yeah, I actually think it got better. I should have had that from the beginning, right? It evened it out. So I have the bigger light in the background. I put this little tiny, and this is a small light, guys. This cost me 10 bucks at IKEA, but that little light made a ton of difference. So, any other questions? I'm loving the Q&A tonight. This is what I look, if you guys thought there was value in this, feel free to share it out now. Because if you didn't share it out with your followers earlier, they could always catch the replay, right? And the replay will probably be up till tomorrow morning. And then I'll pull it down, and then those of you, how much do you pay for a haircut? Roman, that's an awesome question. I pay 15 bucks, and I give a $5 tip. Can you put graphics behind you? You absolutely can. That is in the course. You could do it with a green screen, but you have to purchase the green screen. I am going to be doing that and demonstrating that next week on my Scope Train. Can you record and schedule them on Periscope? So can you record and schedule them on Periscope? Well, Periscope, you can go live whenever you want. No, you cannot, because Periscope is a live platform. No, so you can't do that. Nope, you can't do that, Davis, because that's the beauty of Periscope. That is a YouTube channel, right? And you want to release it or time release it when you want to. The idea of Periscope is exactly what we're doing. The reason people live stream is so that they could have interaction with the audience, right? You guys are here right now. Content is over, but the beauty of this is that I can answer any of your questions in real time. Is the train full? Great question. I've been so busy today. I did see a lot of things came in, so I'm not quite sure if the train's full. I haven't had time to look at it because it's next week. Failed to share. My Perry app is so flawed. I always say that. Dr. Chevray, thank you for coming in, and thank you for coming in today's scope about the election. Can you upload any PNG or PNG, JPEG or PNG to? Yes, you can. Hey, Roman. And if you don't, for whatever reason, if you couldn't, I always use PNGs because it's higher quality. But I believe I do both depending on what it is and for time purposes. So yes, I believe the answer to that is yes. I'm not an expert in Canva, but I believe you can. So I get it from Canva, I bring it in, and then I bring it in here to the OBS. So I believe the answer is yes to both of those. Gifts, I don't believe so. Just so you know. Do you know the best dimensions? I do. And if you go back and opt in, that was lesson 1 2 days ago. See, I got to bring you over. What's the sale info again, sir? Sale info is, let me pull it up for you. The sale, shoot me an email and let me know. Gotcha. Can you just go and check out, because the here or screenshot that, whoever asked, and this is the offer that's going to be through Saturday night. 50% off. It's $47 right now. It's at $97, the original price, and I am going to bump that. Somebody just signed up for the scope train, just so you know. I don't know if that was you or not. So if you guys want to screenshot that, tweet it out for me if you want. But how to learn how to make your live stream broadcast look professional. How about I do this for you guys? I'll one-up you. Do you want to see the website and see everything that you have to offer in here? Hey, Lisa Halls. Know everything that is in the... So you know what you're getting. Hey, phenomenal evening to you. So we'll go here. So I'm just going to the bit.ly. .47 jigsaw, because I don't want you guys to leave my broadcast to check this out if that's what you were even contemplating doing. I love you guys. I want you guys to stick around. 6 spots left for the train next week. Look at Lisa, because I think it was Lisa who went and did it. So this is everything you're going to get, guys, and more. And I have so many things running that hanging out. So here's the syllabus. When you go here, you're going to get a welcome, and it's just a little video. Thank you for joining, and it's going to take a second. How to set up OBS, where to find it, special configurations for Periscope. Somebody just asked about that. OBS Lesson 2, artwork for OBS, image layering, which I'm going to talk about tomorrow night, hint, hint, at 10 o'clock. Creating a lower third, which is the professional design that you would get. I'm sorry, guys. This is for $47 now. If you put in the promo code Jigsaw. Setting up a background for split screen interviews. Some people are starting to interview people on Periscope. How to access Periscope Producer. How to use an Android and OBS to broadcast on Periscope. And that will be up probably by the end of the week. Streaming keys for Facebook Live. Guys, this is not just for Periscope, but also for Facebook. All of these things, guys. Lighting, green screen, creating scenes, $47. And they're all very simple to watch videos. Okay? They're all 5 to 10 minute videos for the simple things. So, there's a little commercial. Let you see what you get. 3 hours total. I would say this. You can get up and running with a basic broadcast that looks very tight. Very, very tight. In less than an hour and a half if you know how to use Canva or know how to create the images. We're not teaching that in this course, but how to use Producer and all those things are definitely in the course. So in a very short period of time, I'm not technical. In a very short period of time. Yep, just got Canva. So if you understand how to use Canva and you could create the images, which I teach in lesson 1 of this week, then you will have access to it. Okay? So, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for the broadcast. This was a lot of fun. If you had value in today's broadcast, put a 10. Do you think that this will make Periscope lose its personal charm? I don't. Because just like right now, I'm not using Producer. If I'm in my car or at a park or I just want to share with you guys something, I can still sit there and get on Periscope. The personal touch on Periscope is what you just did. You asked me a question, and I'm personally answering it, my opinion, right now. That's the personal touch on Periscope. Do you feel any less disconnected from me or more disconnected from me because I have taken more time into my production value? I think not. As a matter of fact, I think it increases because you know that it takes me a little bit of time to deliver the content. I'm not just hitting broadcast and saying, hey guys, what's up? I'm actually taking time, energy, and effort to share with you on a professional level what I have. Petty Gal Bags, thank you so much for joining. So I think it adds a layer as long as people aren't doing absolutely everything. And listen, that's okay if that's what you want to do, Roman, right? It doesn't matter to me. For me, I want you guys to know that I'm here. I'm here to stay. I just celebrated my 1-year anniversary on Periscope, probably about 700 broadcasts in. Is OBS the only software needed? Right now, well, yes, there's multiple softwares, but OBS is the one that is more known across the board. It's the only software that you need, though. Yes. I searched something about a personal one-on-one. I missed that. If somebody puts a comment in the box, I will go back to it and see what the comment was. So no. Okay, so no ad, one later to purchase. No, you don't. There's I haven't paid for anything. Let's put it that way. OBS, you don't even have to pay for. OBS is a free software. The training on OBS and how to implement it with Periscope is the deal that is $47. Guys, the reason I had this created by my friend, who is more technical than I am, is because I searched up and down on YouTube for 5 days and found nothing. I found one video, and the one video couldn't even get me up and running on Periscope. And I was like, how is anybody going to learn how to use this for Periscope? There's OBS trainings. OBS is a free software. OBS is a free software. I'm selling the training for the OBS for live streaming platforms. Yeah, there's nothing else. Question, does the training go over using OBS for YouTube? Not right now. Not right now. But Nachi, if you purchase, I can get that into the lessons for you. That's it. Buy the course, guys. Buy the course. Because even if it doesn't have that particular thing for YouTube, you're going to know how to use the software. Yeah, well, because OBS, you could set up the same show for OBS and for Facebook. And now you could stream on both platforms. You know what? It is very comprehensive, and my friend who created it is very thorough. And the good thing is, he basically told me, Ryan, anything anybody needs, just like Nachi just said, hey, can you do a tutorial for YouTube, which is just a different set of codes, just so you know, and probably different dimensions. He says, I can put that video up there if that's what they want. The webinar just changed. Yeah. I was going to ask how much the software, I thought a separate price. Free OBS software. Maybe I need to make that clear at the beginning. So great question. This is a learning curve for me, guys. Periscope allowed Periscope Producer, a month ago, maybe. And so this is all new to the whole platform. So as you ask me questions, I realize that I need to answer for the audience. So every question is valuable to me right now because I want to answer everybody's questions. So OBS is free. Yeah, I assumed it cost money. Nope, OBS is a free download. So can somebody Google it for me? Because I need to put this up. Live stream radio. So, obsproject.com. It's not tough. I just showed you a lot of it. There you go, Davis Official. You just downloaded it. It's 100% free. So it's obsproject.com. Depending on your machine, download the version that you need for yourself. And it's the same platform for all versions with slight variations. Okay? It is a little funky looking. I was intimidated about... don't tell anybody. I downloaded it not 2 days ago, but the previous Monday. And look what I'm doing with it. You guys can go back and look at my broadcasts over the last week and a half. I started off raw and didn't know anything, and the last couple have looked super professional because I've put in some time, energy, and effort to learning it. But without this, I couldn't do it. See? And I downloaded it last Monday. So 10 days ago? In 10 days, this is what I've been able to learn, create a program, and offer it to all of you. I got you. And if you have any questions, you and I are tight. You could always. Awesome. You're welcome. I'm going to get out of here, guys. You have an amazing night. Tomorrow night's broadcast, lesson 4, is how to create layers within a broadcast. And I'm probably how to create layers and scene transition. I touched on it just a hair, but there's a lot to it that I didn't describe. I just did it. So you will see how I do it, why I do it, and how to do it in a way that it's effective on your broadcast. Because you really want to set it up in a way that you're not thinking about it. You're not thinking about it. Because when you're in a broadcast, you're trying to engage with the audience. And if it's not set up in a particular way, you may get lost, and it'll disturb the quality of your broadcast. Will tomorrow cover PowerPoint slides? I'm not going to cover PowerPoint slides at all. That's in the course. I'm not going to give away the entire course free here on Periscope, but that is actually in the Periscope course also. Okay? But it's in there. It's in there. In the paid course. All right, guys? I'm getting out of here. Have an amazing night. I'm going to acknowledge those of you who are still in the room. Roman Gonzalez, thanks for just crushing the hearts. Dr. Chevray, I appreciate you. Coach Nachi, I appreciate you. Davis, we got Kevin in the room. Cecily, I'm going to mess that up. And Bill Getz Jr. Thank you guys so much for being here. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. All right? Good night, guys. Bye.